Do you suffer with coming over the top in your golf swing? If so, stay tuned for a really simple tip on how to cure it. Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Branston Golf and Country Club. Today's video is all going to be about stopping your over-the-top movement. What do I mean by an over-the-top movement? If you're not clear on that, it is a movement where from the top of the backswing, we see a movement dominated with the upper body where the club is thrown on an out to in swing path. So we ideally want the club as it approaches the golf ball moving from the inside over here to straight to the inside again on a nice arc. But many golfers suffer with a swing path where we see the club actually coming from out to in across the golf ball. And the most common ball flight when we see that is a big slice. So for a right-handed golfer, we're talking about a ball flight that starts left or straight, bends right and misses the target to the right, and also loses you a lot of yardage if you're slicing it. You could also hit a pull from there. So for me as a right-handed golfer, that would be a ball flight going straight left. And although that would be a better flight in terms of distance, could well still be offline. So it's a fault that we see a lot with amateur golfers, and the reason we see it is the quickest way to get the club from here back down to the golf ball. So let me put one in the way, although this isn't on a tee peg. The quickest way to get the club from here, the top of the backswing, down to the ball is straight down on top of it, but we're creating an out to in swing and we're getting a descending blow. Two things that are definitely going to lose me some yardage here. So what we're trying to get to the start of the downswing is almost allowing our arms to drop in this shallowing movement that gets talked about a lot by me as well. And I have filmed a number of videos, and I'm going to put a couple of links just up here talking about shallowing in your downswing. What we're talking about by a shallowing movement is that your arms, your hands and the club are actually working a little bit more behind your body at the start of the downswing before you start to rotate, which is of course the opposite of what I was demonstrating at the start where we see this over the top movement. Now I mentioned a simple fix. So let me jump straight into a nice simple fix. And although I'm demonstrating this with a driver, as I guess I see the fault more common with a driver, it is relevant with any golf club. So this is relevant whether we're talking about an iron or a wood. The same tip is definitely going to help you. So what I want you getting the feeling of at the start of the downswing is that your back is going to stay facing the target. So if you imagine I'm hitting the golf ball in this direction, I'd get to the top of the backswing and my back is facing the target. So you can see that there quite clearly, my back is facing the target. What I want to get the feeling of is my back stays facing the target while my arms just drop. They are definitely not being pulled down. So a pulling movement here at the start of the downswing is a very aggressive term and tends to mean that I'm dominated with my upper body. Now, some of you will say, well, shouldn't I start with my lower body first in the downswing? Absolutely. But I often find actually it's easy if you ask someone to delay their upper body, their lower body's starting to already work whether you like it or not. So the lower body will be starting the downswing the same way it would be if I was going to throw this ball a long way. I would shift my pressure into my trail foot, but at the start of my transition, it'd be my knee, then my hip, then my core, then my chest, shoulder, hand, wrist. But would I think about it in that sequence? Not at all, but I'd be able to achieve that. So what I'm trying to do with this driver in my hand is get that feeling that in the transition, my back is facing the target a little longer to allow my arms to drop. Allowing your arms to drop has a lot to do with grip pressure. So I really want you to also go nice and light and soft with your arms and grip pressure. But I want you to go ahead and make practice swings where you just feel like your back faces the target and the arms drop before you rotate through. And I would go ahead with practice swings that way to get that sensation, get that feeling. I'm going to go ahead and hit one for you. Just again, getting that sensation that my back is facing the target to help my downswing sequence, that I don't come over the top. Definitely got that feeling. I got more bend on that ball than I wanted to hit from right to left. So I'm going to hit one more. Right, let's get that sensation again. Definitely wasn't an over the top movement, but just a little bit too much draw. That one came really more from the toe of the golf club. That's the feeling I want to get. My back is facing the target, my arms are dropping. Let me go ahead and hit one more. That's a better ball flight. That one's starting just right of target to bend more onto target there, flying over that bunker. Definitely got that feeling of my back facing the target, the sensation I want to get. If your fault is dominating your downswing with your upper body coming over the top, then this is definitely the exercise for you. It's a real simple tip to take to the golf course straight away. Do of course practice it on the range first, but encourage yourself to do that in practice. That is your practice swing, your practice movement. I don't care whether you swing all the way through, but I definitely want you to start the downswing correctly with the feeling that you're delaying the upper body, allowing your arms to drop while your back faces the target. If this has helped you, make sure you hit the thumbs up and do comment below. It's great to hear from you guys, any videos you'd like to see. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel to never miss another video. Cheers guys, we'll see you soon.